covenant, on the other hand, is based upon unconditional love, a trust, a commitment which isn't taken away in the presence of failure, but seeks forgiveness, growth, and renewal. And that's what love is all about. See, I believe that we're here on earth with the sole purpose to love. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is not envious or boastful or arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It does not rejoice in wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. Love is a decision. It's an act of the will. It's something that we choose each day. May your love be like the Apostle Paul described in his letter to the Corinthian church. If I speak in the tongues of mortals and of angels, but do not have love, I'm a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. And if I have prophetic powers and understand all mysteries and knowledge, but do not have love, I have nothing. If I hand over my body so that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. And now faith, hope, and love abide, these three. But the greatest of these is love. Now I know that you work in the banking area, right? You do. I have some things maybe that we can transfer from that area that I believe will help your love grow. All righty? Someone taking notes? The first one is check your account daily. Don't take each other for granted. Check your account daily. Check in with each other. Talk with one another. Do the sort of things that brought you to this point in time. The second is make regular deposits. I think many times we do take people for granted. In fact, one sociologist once said, if we were to treat our friends like we treat our family, we probably wouldn't have any friends. Sometimes we're hardest on those closest to us. So make regular deposits. Go to Top Golf and some of these other things that you've done and have fun with each other. So you have something to withdraw during tough times, times of recession, times of struggle. The next is add interest in all you do. Maybe you can do those special things for each other that add interest to your relationship. And the last is reduce your debt by forgiving one another. I think so many marriages would be stronger if we could just forgive each other. Start again and enjoy the love that God has given you. And I believe as you practice those four things, your love will grow. Will you receive Jamie to be your loving wife? And will you pledge your trust to her in all love and honor, in all duty and service, in all faith and tenderness, to live with her and cherish her according to the love of God in the holy bond of marriage? Will you?
I will.
And Jamie, will you receive Patrick to be your loving husband? And will you pledge your trust to him in all love and honor, in all duty and service, in all faith and tenderness, to live with him and cherish him according to the love of God in the holy bond of marriage, will you?
I will.
I, Patrick, take you, Jamie,
I, Patrick, take you, Jamie,
to be my loving wife,
to be my loving wife,
and I do promise and pledge
and I do promise and pledge
before God and these witnesses
before God and these witnesses
to be your loving and faithful husband,
to be your loving and faithful husband,
in good times and in bad,
in good times and in bad,
in joy and in sorrow,
in joy and in sorrow,
in good health and in poor,
in good health and in poor,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
I, Jamie, take you, Patrick,
I, Jamie, take you, Patrick,
to be my loving
to
husband,
be my loving husband,
and I do promise and pledge
and I do promise and pledge
before God and these witnesses
before God and these witnesses
to be your loving and faithful wife,
to be your loving and faithful wife,
in good times and in
in
bad,
good times and in bad,
in joy and in sorrow,
in joy and in sorrow,
in good health and in poor,
in good health and in poor,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
This ring I give you
This ring I give you
in token and pledge
in token and pledge
of our constant faith
of our constant faith
and abiding love.
and abiding love.
This ring I give you
This ring I give you
in token and pledge
in token and pledge
of our constant faith
of our constant faith
and abiding love.
and abiding love.
Now, during the ancient ceremony, the priest would take his stole, which was a symbol of unity and a symbol of service, and he would take it and he would wrap it around the couple's wrists. And it's from this ancient rite that we get the term tying the knot. So in accord with human law and under God's grace, I now tie the knot and declare that you're husband and wife, whom God has united, let no one divide. You may kiss the bride. It's my pleasure to present to you Mr. and Mrs. Patrick